Okay, well, I have kids now. I have 2 kids. Thank you. And thank you. I do. I have 2 kids, and it's the best. One of them's a baby, and I'm well over 40. And, yeah, I like to milk a joke. You know what I mean? I like a lot of milk jokes, and I'll milk a joke. And, thank you. And, I'm over 40. I remember when my dad turned 40. It was a big deal. We were like, dang, this guy is old. Like, there was a sign in our yard that said, Lordy, Lordy, Richard's 40. And you're like, dang, this guy's about to die, I guess. He's so old, the neighborhood's talking about it. But I don't feel old like that. I feel good. But I did get vertigo not long ago. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Somebody does. And it's like a real old person thing, vertigo. The main symptom is you just get dizzy. I think that's the only symptom. Physically, you're fine. Just real dizzy, You don't see a lot of young kids with vertigo. You don't see kids jumping off the merry-go-round being like, oh, really activated my vertigo. Kids like being dizzy. It's fun to them. It's devastating for an adult. It feels so weak. Like, physically, nothing wrong with you, but inside you're like, oh, I can't stand. Can't even stare at the wall, really. Keeps moving. My friends call me up. They're like, hey, you want to go out? I'm like, nah, I can't. I'm real dizzy right now. They're like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I was just sitting here. And then I got up. After that, I was real dizzy, I went to the doctor about it, and this is a real doctor that I went to. Just want you to know, I didn't go through any doorways made of beads to get there, but... But he got real mystical with me, He was like, you got these crystals in your ears. And he said they get lost in there and they get turned around or whatever, and you'll get... I'm paraphrasing some, but he said... But apparently there are crystals in our ears. At least that's what everybody believes, that we all have these crystals in our ears, and that's what's keeping us balanced. They weren't able to present this crystal to me. They didn't x-ray my head and go, you see those crystals there? But that's apparently that's what's happening. There's crystals in your ear. So this is what I think happened. One time I was using a Q-tip to clean my ear, and I was really getting at it. Pulled the Q-tip out, there was no more cotton left on the end. I got too into it, Just pulled out a stick. I was like, that can't be right. So I reached in my ear and I tried to get it, I tried to pull the cotton out, but I never got the cotton. I guess my ear sucked it up. It's like quicksand in there. So I think when that cotton went down my ear canal, I think my crystal got lodged up in there. And it took it down with it. And I don't know how all this is connected in my brain. I know that one doctor can do the ear, nose, and throat, So it must be connected in some way. And one day I'd like to blow my nose and be like, oh, there's that cotton. And pull it out, dig through it, find my crystal, pop it back in. Be like, boom, I'm back, baby. But until then, I'm just a little bit dizzy and have a lot of trouble on a carousel. You know what I mean? I don't know how the ears work. I don't know anything about the ears, but I fly a lot, and every time I fly, it feels like the pressure from the plane crushes my ear tubes. And then I have to hold my nose and blow, and it reinflates the tubes. I don't know if that's what happens, but that's what it feels like is happening. And I can't breathe out of my ears, right? I know that none of us can do that. That's not something weird with me. I know that none of us can do that. But what I'm saying is I think I'm close to being able to do it. I think I'm just 4 or 5 of these away from popping that tube, and then I'm just getting fresh air in through the ears. And that's something I want. That is something I want. I want to be hard to suffocate. You gotta have 4 hands to get me. It's got. You want to do it with a pillow? It's got to be a body pillow. You got to wrap it all the way around, tie it up. I want to get kidnapped, and they go, we can't suffocate this guy. Let him go, let him go. That is something I want. That's something I'm into. What if there was just enough poison in this bottle that I had to drink the whole thing to die? At the end of the show, I take the last sip, collapse on the stage. You guys think it's all part of the show? Start filing out, you go, what a great show. And then you see the ambulance pull up, you're like, wow, he's really digging into this, huh? I'm getting into that bit. It's a hot show. I hear people say this a lot. Maybe you hear this too. People say they're socially awkward. You ever hear people say that? They go, oh, I'm socially awkward. You know what we used to call that? Awkward. Because that's when you're awkward, when you're out being social with people. There's no need to really say the socially thing. And it's okay to be socially awkward, you know. What you got to worry about is that alone awkwardness. You're sitting around by yourself with sweaty palms. Having trouble making eye contact with the mirror, you know? Say something out loud to yourself and you're like, I wish I had not said that. That's when you got some real issues. I think we're all saying stuff out loud to people that we wish we didn't say, you know. I know I do. I small talk a lot, and a lot of times I run out of stuff to say, you know. But that doesn't keep me from talking. I just stop making sense, you know. Like I was in a grocery store the other day, bought a couple of jugs of water, took them up to the register. Me and the cashier, we said hey to each other. That's all we needed to do. There was no need to keep it going. But it took her a while to ring up those 2 jugs of water. And so I thought, well, I'll say something here. I go, what do I got? Okay, here we go. I'll try this. I go, these water bottles used to have a handle on it. They don't have a handle anymore, though. And then I just kind of left it with her, you know? I'm like, okay, I've said a thing, now you say a thing, and we'll get through this. She was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I go, that's wild, huh? Then I get out in the parking lot, I go, what the hell are you doing in there? Jeez, man. You're a professional comedian, for crying out loud. You can do better than water bottle talk. I like to think that cashier's scrolling Netflix and she sees my picture and she goes, the water bottle guy? Jeez. She's like, I did not see that coming. I didn't think he was going to make it across the street. I was in a gas station the other day, and the cashier goes, how you doing today? I go, good. What about you? She goes, good. You? I'm like, how long are we going to do this here? Dang, are you even listening to me? I told you I was good, you know. Don't keep asking. Might get a real answer. Trying to keep it light. I was in a Walgreens the other day. The other day was a big day for me. It was... Not for the other day. None of this would be happening. It was a beautiful day the other day. I'm glad I was paying attention. But I was in a Walgreens the other day, and I was waiting in line, and there was this lady talking to the cashier, and the cashier was like, she had just had to ask like a regular old Walgreens question, you know? She was like, oh, are you a Walgreens Rewards member? That lady goes, if I had to ask that question every day, I'd kill myself. I got up to the register, I was like, geez, that lady had a low threshold for suicide, huh? Somebody better keep an eye on that lady. Like the day gets harder, you know? If you got suicide in your small talk, you got to work on it, you know? I mean, that's big talk, you know? Small talk is the weather, you know? You're like, oh, it's a beautiful day today, huh? You're like, yeah, I'd like to kill myself. Okay, well, I hope it rains, I guess. I mean, for your sake, you know, but can't rain every day, though, can it? Okay, thank you. We're having a good time. And, I get around a bit, and had a lot of fun out there. And this lady came up to me after the show, and she goes, hey, great show. I was like, thank you, I appreciate that. And then she goes, have you ever milked a cow? And I said no, and she goes, do you want to? And I said no, you know. Not looking to do a lot of chores after my show. I just kind of want to relax, you know. I'm not trying to go back to this lady's farm and shear the sheep and shoe the horses. Then she was like, because my husband's getting wild tonight and I need somebody to help me milk the cows. And at that point, I wasn't even sure we were still talking about cows. I was like, but if that's a pickup line, I'm not into it. I don't even know what that could be and be something that I'm into, you know? I don't even like milk that much. Like, I like milk. I had a little bit of milk today, you know? But I don't like it enough to be into milk. I'm not like, ooh, milk, huh? You say you had milk? Well, okay. Milk's weird anyway, though. I do like it, but you ever think about milk? It's like outside right now in an animal somewhere. And we go out there and we're like, yeah, give me that milk. The baby calves in the corner all hungry. We're like, nah, this is my milk now. I got a whole 5-gallon bucket here. About to take this back to my family. About to have a lot of milk mustaches back at our place. I want to know how we settled on cow's milk, you know? You got to think at one point we weren't drinking animals' milk, and then we're like, you know what? We're going to start drinking animals' milk. But we had to find out which ones were good, you know? How did we do it? I like to think it was one guy milking every animal for like 10 years, you know? After like a decade, he's like, it's cows, man, it's cows. I am so sick. I drank a lot of weird milks over the years. He's like, the goats are okay, but mainly want to stick to the cows. We really want to stay away from that dog's milk. You know what I mean? You imagine milking a dog, you know? Just get enough to get a little coffee creamer out of it. Getting bit the whole time. You're like, get out of here. Get out of this. Trying to not drink a black coffee again. I went with a friend to a coffee shop. He ordered a latte. There